Hey guys, I'm over here at Disney Springs with Mike and Cindy from Theme Park Delight. This is the last time I'll not have the mask on. I'm dying already, guys, and we just got here. It's supposed to be 93 degrees today, and oh man, it's going to be rough. First thing I need to find is air conditioning and maybe like a cold beer.
Yeah.
What do you guys, the cold beer sounds good? All right, let's go, see what we can find.
Okay.
This is the outdoor bar at Splitsville, and there's no bar activity at all. They even have the tops off the different beer taps there on the bar. And let me tell you, as hot as it is, nothing would taste better than a really cold draft beer right now. I'll see if I can find one around here somewhere. They got to have cold beer somewhere in Disney Springs. Coming up here to the fountain, getting a little cooling off here from the water. It's blowing on me a little bit. It feels so good. Probably see it on the lens. Oh, that feels great. This is one of the things, not the only thing, but one of the things I will never do at Walt Disney World. I will never go up in this balloon. If I went up in there, and look at the wind. It moves a lot. It's not just straight up and down. That little walkway is bouncing all over the place. Forget about it. The only way I could even think about doing it is if I was sitting down on the floor. I wouldn't be able to stand up, but they won't let you sit down when you ride this. Oh. It's moving a lot. Yeah, I've never been this close to it while it's gone up. It's going side to side. I would be so sick and terrified right now. I might as well stand on the edge of a skyscraper. Look at that. It is really blowing a lot. It's windy, that's why. It's going left and right, and when it moves to the side, it moves quite a bit. If it didn't have that cable on it, it would go. Oh my goodness. I have motion sickness just watching it. Unfortunately, the world of Coca-Cola is not open. I was looking forward to actually going in there. Police dogs everywhere. And one thing kind of surprised me is there are people selling balloons. You can buy the Disney balloons. A lot of people are wondering if they'd be selling the Disney balloons, and sure enough, they are. We were talking about the paper straws and the drinks, and Disney says it's for environmental purposes. I don't buy that. I don't buy that, because if you really get a straw, how much money do they save just by not providing straws to everyone every day with every drink?
It's in a plastic cup,
yeah,
with a plastic lid, and you throw it in the trash can with a plastic bag.
Exactly. It's a budgetary thing under the guise of we're saving on the environment. I don't like the paper straws. We were just talking about the paper straws. I don't. They get wet and they're soggy, you know, and it makes the drink taste like paper. So we're just sitting here enjoying our drinks and cooling off.
And crazy Cindy is drinking hot coffee.
Yeah, Cindy ordered hot coffee. It's 93 degrees outside or so, and hot coffee goes great on a scorching hot, humid Central Florida day.
I guess I'm a Washingtonian at heart.
Yeah. We're going in Uniglow, which I've never been inside of before, but it has air conditioning, so that's what we're most interested in right now. Oh man. Hi, how are you? Good, good. Whew. The mask is getting rough, but the air conditioner feels awesome. This is Uniqlo, which I've never been in before. It's a clothing store. Basically, I drove 2.5 hours to go to a mall coming to Disney Springs. It seems so strange because I never go to Disney Springs. This is maybe my third time at Disney Springs, because if I drive all the way up here, I want to go to a theme park. But we're having a good time, even though we can't breathe. These signs are everywhere, health and safety reminders for your safety and the safety of other guests and cast members. Do all the following. And you see these every 15 or 20 feet here. We're gonna grab a bite to eat at the Earl of Sandwich. I hope they have the dining room open inside where there's air conditioning. If we have to eat outside, we'll eat outside, but I'd much rather be in some AC right now. This is Carlo's Bake Shop from Food Network. Hey, right there, they have chocolate fudge cake slice, rainbow cake slice, red velvet cake slice, and black and white cookies. The cake slices are $10.95 each. Black and white cookies, $3.95. Looks good. Oh, that's me. I'm next. That means mine is ready. This is pepperoni pizza bread. Air conditioning feels so good. It's really cold in here, which is exactly what you want. That says 6 feet right there. Is that really, that looks further than 6 feet to me, but I guess they've measured it. A lot of empty tables too, and they have them separated. Like that table there is empty because of social distancing from that table and that table. See, the 6 feet here is closer than the 6 feet back there. There's 6 feet and 6 feet. See, that's close. That's really 6 feet. But back there was like 10 feet. Rainforest Cafe's closed too. Waterfall's still going on. The sign's still on, but it's closed. Now, this is the first one of these I've seen today. This is one of the new hand washing stations that you use with your foot. Okay? Then a little bit of water comes out. Now, and I guess they got some, actually, you got to push that pretty hard to get the water to come out. And I'm putting all my weight down on there, and it's still barely coming out. Okay. Wash your hands.
The towels are out.
Oh, they're out of towels.
Brian and Main Street Moments.
Vlogging on the live stream. How you doing?
Live stream. We are live streaming.
Yeah, this is Mike.
Mike.
And Cindy.
Nice to meet you guys. What is it?
Theme Park Delight.
Theme Park Delight. Okay. Vlogging.
Nice to meet you.
They just moved to Florida for Disney World, right?
Did they?
And guess what happened the day after they moved to Florida for Disney World?
They closed. Oh boy.
They haven't been to Disney World yet.
You closed it down.
Yeah.
Oh.
We haven't been to Disney since 2017.
Oh wow. They'll be back. They'll be back.
These are the areas to make sure you go the right way, as opposed to the wrong way, which of course is the right side of the road. Like I said, there's not that many people here. It's Saturday afternoon, and the crowds are social distancing just because it's happening naturally, since the crowds are so small. Of course, World of Disney is closed, but people keep going by and looking in the windows. And yeah, I know, we all want to go into anything that has Disney in it, right? It's amazing. And actually, if you think about it, from a marketing viewpoint, it's a good idea for Disney not to open up their stores for another week, because everyone coming here looks in every Disney store. They want in the stores that are closed more than they want in the stores that are open. When this opens next week, it's going to be jammed packed with people. This is inside the World of Disney. There are not even cast members in there. And what I'm wondering, is this new inventory, or is this the inventory that was here when the store closed? I don't know. There are not new cast members in there stocking anything new, so if anyone knows, is this new inventory? Or look at these lounge flies in there. See those lounge flies over there? Some lounge flies over here. Do those look like new lounge flies or lounge flies that were out when the parks closed? You know what I wonder about with these masks, are we gonna get tan lines? Is everyone gonna have to, and if you get these tan lines, how are you gonna get rid of these tan lines? Because it is sunny here in Florida today at Disney Springs. And if we gotta wear these through the summer at the parks, I don't see us not getting tan lines for our masks. Now the Lego store is also closed, and that's an interesting thing because so much of the Lego store is hands-on. Will they be opening up next week? I don't know. But will people go in there and play with Legos? I doubt it. There's Rainforest Cafe, Dragon over here on the left. Well, let me tell you, it is very, very difficult to spend the day here with the mask. And it's not June, July, or August yet. And it's really, really hot. I mean, I'm having a really hard time. If you see how red my face is. And, you know, you can take your mask off when you're eating. So I got something to eat at Earl of Sandwich. I was able to take my mask off for a few minutes. And that was a relief. But walking around the park all day with this on, it's like having a pillow or a blanket over my mouth and nose. And with the heat, it's just too hot. You know, I didn't wear a hat today because I thought having a hat on my head and a mask on my face over my mouth and nose would be just too much. And I gotta tell you, of course I'm gonna go to the theme parks when they reopen. There's no doubt about it. Even if they require masks, but it's going to be difficult for me. It's going to be really difficult. And it's not something that I can see people doing for a long time. I saw a lot of people with young kids, and even on young kids, they had the masks on. But like I say, when that hot August time comes around, on a normal time, without a face covering, June, July, August is rough. And with this mask on, it's super rough. Everyone was wearing a mask here. I didn't see anyone without a mask unless they were eating. The social distancing, no problem. The hand washing stations, though, like I said, I only saw the one. I don't know how many they have. I was under the impression from Tim Tracker's video that they had the hand washing stations pretty much everywhere, and that just wasn't really the case today. But they're here, just not as many as I thought would be here. If you're coming during the summer months and you're a local person, if you're a Floridian, you'll be able to get through it with the mask. But if I were traveling in from out of state and I had to wear the mask, I probably would not do it. It's that much of an inconvenience. I don't know how the cast members are doing it. How are the cast members wearing these masks all day? Because they're not stopping as often as I am to get something to drink or something to eat. So they're keeping it on all day in the Florida heat and humidity. It's 93 degrees. You really got to hand it to the cast members. It is not easy to do. Listen, guys, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to Theme Park Delight, too. Mike and Cindy, I had a great time with them. Make sure you subscribe to them, too, all right? Take care, and I'll see you next time.